Welcome to Rizvi College of Hotel Management. Today we explore Soma, what it is, and how Soma is crafted into wine. Join us as we take you through the art and process behind its creation.
Good morning everyone. So welcome back to our Rizvi HMCT channel. So my name is Abdullah Agwan and I am from a literary department team. And चलो आज हम लोग बहुत कुछ अच्छा करने जा रहे हैं. Oh sorry I forgot something. So along with me here is a Sitesh.
So good morning everyone, my name is Rizvi and I'm the president of the student council. So let's move towards our destination. Let's move. So yes, we have reached our destination and Abdullah, reveal kar de?
Of course, let's do it.
Let's do it. So good afternoon everyone, my name is Rizvi and I'm the president of the student council. So today we are at Soma Vineyards. Along with us we have Mr. Jaikrit sir, who will introduce you.
Hi, my name is Jaikrit. I am the senior winemaker and the brand ambassador for Soma Vine Village. I look after all the production, all the winemaking. I represent company at brand events, at PR events. So yeah, I'm happy to have you all. I hope you enjoy yourself. Thank you.
So would you like to give some information about the Soma Vineyards?
Yeah, sure. So Soma Vine Village is a boutique winery. We focus primarily on winemaking. We also have a vineyard resort, which is one of its kind in India. Of course, you can see the beautiful vineyards. So the property is covered in 25 acres. Out of that, 10 acres is vineyard plantations. And then the rest of the land is, we have a resort. Then we have 2 BHK, 4 BHK villas. Then of course we have the tasting room. We have two different restaurants. And yes.
So can you please explain us what is this place is about and क्या ये बारे में क्या इसका हो सकता है?
Yeah. So basically we are at the Soma Vineyards. So this is our estate vineyard. Where we're standing right now, we're basically at a Sauvignon Blanc plot. So Sauvignon Blanc is a grape variety which is originated from France, and where they make really high-end wines from. So this is where we harvest our Sauvignon Blanc fruit from, and this is where we make some of the best-selling wines in India.
So any other varieties you grow your grape for?
Yeah. So like I mentioned, the vineyards are 10 acres in total acreage. So of course we have the Sauvignon Blanc. Then we also, at the front of the property, we have Riesling, we have Viognier, we have Zinfandel. Just behind us, we have Chenin Blanc. It's divided into 1 acre. One side is a more vigorous canopy growth system, and the other one is VSP, which is your traditional vertical shoot positioning, which is very common in the world. And then at the back side of the property is again our Zinfandel plot, and then at the front side of the property is our Shiraz. So yes.
And what is your favorite grapes?
So unfortunately that is not what we grow here, but some of the best wines that I like to grow and to make is Chardonnay. So last year we did a very beautiful Puy Fusé style Chardonnay, which basically means a barrel fermented Chardonnay. Something that nobody's tried in India, and we were the first ones to try that. So yeah, really exciting, really funky wines that you can make out of that Chardonnay. Yeah.
So what challenges you face in terms of growing grapes here?
Yeah, traditionally, when you look at vineyards across the world, in France, in Spain, in New World countries like New Zealand, Australia, they have very fertile soils, rich in nutrient, lovely soil pH. That is something that we of course lack here. So there is a lot of disease pressure that we face. Of course, we're in a warm climate country, so that makes it even harder for us to grow grapes. Of course, it's very heavy on pesticides, and we try and control it. Like something that we tried this year, we did not use any copper, which is a big achievement for us, because copper-free wines, they tend to be more cleaner, more mineral in style. So yes, these are some of the challenges that we face, but nonetheless, I think we're making some really exciting wines. So yeah.
So what skills are important to work with in wine village?
Yeah, nice question. Honestly, the right mindset, of course, the right attitude goes a long way. But since this industry is very nascent in our country and the awareness is not there, it takes. At the end of the day, this is agriculture, right? We're just working with a different species of plant. If you look at botany and just if you go really deep into the whole, the physiological aspect of it. So grape wines, originally it's called Vitis vinifera, which not a lot of people know. but and they have a different way of growing, and their physiology and vegetative growth is different. So honestly, just understanding agriculture and understanding your own soil, mother nature, understanding your micro macro climates. I think these are some important skills that any viticulturist would need to understand your own fruit and your own terroir.
सर अभी आपने एक्सप्लेन करते करते एक वर्ड बोला है टेरोइड्स, तो उसके बारे में तुम कुछ बता सकते हो व्हाट इज टेरोइड्स?
So basically, terroir, essentially speaking, is a French word that means soil. We don't use that word a lot in India, but this is a good platform for me to explain. So wherever there are vineyards, there is micro and macro climate. There is the soil, there is my water body, there is my soil pH, the water retention capacity of the vineyards. So all of these play a role in creating that fruit, and from that fruit I will make wine to the best of its expression. So the idea is that I, as a winemaker, I try to represent that fruit in that glass the best way possible. So that is terroir for you.
Okay, so at what stage is this vineyard at?
So right now we are standing at our Chenin Blanc, and so there is a word called verizon in our industry. Verizon happens when the grapes, when the flower, so there is a bud burst, and then the bud bursts into a flower. Flower will give you the fruit in the wine, and verizon is basically your first color change on the berry. So when the color changes, the seed inside the grape, it will start changing its color to brown, and your sugar and acid levels will start developing. So that is how we can start measuring and sampling how much sugar has come in the fruit, and then according to my protocol I can harvest at the right parameter.
So we are at Vineyard, right? So after the grape harvest, what does happen? What's the next step?
Yeah, interesting question. I eat the fruit. I'm just kidding. Come, I'll show you. So yeah, after I get the fruit, so this is where I put it in. This is called a pneumatic balloon press. So basically, I take the fruit and I put this fruit inside the press, and there is air pressure induced. So essentially, inside the press there is a bag which inflates with the air pressure, and gently the pressure is increasing incrementally. So when that pressure increases little by little, there is juice collected at the bottom. There is a tray at the bottom, drop by drop from these little holes that we see here. And then I transfer that juice. It goes in one of these stainless steel tanks, which is where I ferment these wines. Essentially, we put yeast, which converts your sugars into your alcohol, giving byproduct as CO2 and heat. And then in a few days I have wine that I can drink.
So you bring every grape variety over here, like red wine or white wine, you make it here?
No, so we only process white wines in a press.
Oh.
Essentially, for a red wine we have a different machine which I will show you. So we have a destemmer, yes, the crusher. We have a destemmer crusher with us. So essentially what this does is, like I said, with the green grapes, or for white wine we put our grapes in the press.
Yes.
Similarly, we put our red grapes in this destemmer crusher. So this is a hopper which basically has auger plates inside,
Yes.
which separates your bunches with the berry.
Yes.
And what that does is it gives me a crushed fruit. So it gives me a combination of your grapes, your must, your seeds, your juice, which collects in a must pump, which we see at the bottom. And then we have a big 6-inch pipe that goes directly into one of these giant tanks that we see at the back. So the main difference between white and red wine we put in the press and we take just the juice to ferment in the tank. For reds, we take all the skins, the juice, the seeds all together and ferment in one of these big tanks, because essentially your color and your tannin structure that you had mentioned before comes from your skins, your seeds, because that is where it hides and I have to pull them out. So this machine is what lets me make red wine.
So we everyone know, like each drink or alcohol, there's a separate aging and barreling section. So I was very curious to know about what does it take parts in the winemaking process. So can you please take us through, sir?
Yeah, please welcome. This is our barrel room, also my playground as a winemaker. So this is where we make our high-end wines. As you can see, this this is full of barrels. So basically, what we do is we make our base wine when I receive the fruit. After I've made the base wine. This is where the wine goes in the barrels for aging, for mostly for red wines, because that is where barrels kind of softens the whole mouthfeel. It kind of elevates the palate.
Reduce
Of course,
the tannin.
so yeah, reduce, yes. The tannic structure, yes. Also, if you see, this is a particular kind of wood. It's called Corcus, which is only found in some areas of France or America.
Yes.
These are imported from France, these particular barrels. When the wine goes inside, there is micro-oxidation happening because of the porous material of the wood. And that allows controlled and dosaged amount of oxygen, which helps the wine open up and elevate those flavors, essentially.
So any
yeah,
new
this is
trials
what
that
we-
you did over here in the last year or something?
Yeah. So yeah, we did actually, like I mentioned before, we did a Puy Fusé, which is a barrel fermented Chardonnay, which nobody in India tried it. So yeah, we did it last year, and it's come up exceptionally well. Essentially, you're taking Chardonnay fruit, you're making, you're clarifying the juice, and then you're putting yeast. But instead of putting it in the stainless steel tank, we're shifting the wine into the barrels for a more elevated style. So a Puy Fusé is basically a barrel fermented Chardonnay, which helps bring out those diacetyl flavors. Almost, you can find that in your houses. It's commonly known as butter. So that is how your wine feels rich, very full of mouthfeel, a lot of volume in the wine. Again, tasting like butter, cream. So yeah, and then this year I'm doing a very interesting co-ferment trial with Viognier and Sauvignon Blanc. So a mix of both the grapes, and then we will be taking the juice, blending in the press, and then we'll be fermenting it in these wooden barrels, 4-foot barrels. And yeah, let's see how it turns out, and hopefully, I can make a decent wine.
Yes. So, sir, can you please explain what does this role play?
So this is my lab. This is where I do all my chemistry. That is very essential for me to make wine. We can walk in and talk about more things.
Okay.
Yeah, please come in.
Let's go, guys.
So I would like to talk about a machine that we have equipped this year, which it's India's first. So this is a FOSS scan. If you can come closer and shoot this. So this basically uses FTIR to measure your basic parameters in wine. So we have our pH, we have the total acidity, volatile acids, alcohol, residual sugar, and malic acids. So this is like an essential parameter for me to understand what is going on with the wine. It helps me make decisions, on the go. I don't have to rely on human error. So I think that's a big revolution for an Indian winery. Yeah.
So this is a very different place right now.
Yeah.
So where we are?
So this is my production unit. This is where my bottling, my labeling happens. If you can just quickly take a walk. So what you see at the back is my I have a bottling semi-automatic unit. So it has 6 rotary fillers. Basically, what I do is I send my wine from the cellar, and then it comes through those fixed lines in my bottling tank, and then the last final wine goes through a cartridge filter, and then we start filling the wine. So it's a semi-automatic line, and if you can see as we go there, the wine keeps following. This is the capping unit. This is where we store the bottles in the cradle, and then I have my labeling section here. So this is again an automatic labeling section. This is where I set my parameters. I have my batch codes, my excise, all my excise rules. So this is where I do my labeling, and then I have my dry store finished goods area here, and this is where we dispatch our wines from.
So we are done with the vineyard and the process.
Yeah.
So this place looks really fancy. So would you like to give information about
Yeah, absolutely. So this is where essentially we sell our wines that we make with all our hard work. So this is called the tasting room, as you can see, and also called the cellar door. In a lot of other countries. So this is where we educate people about wine. We have guests coming in where we are all brand ambassadors. Tasting about wines and understanding how to drink wine, wine etiquettes, and just understanding different wine styles that we produce as a boutique producer. So, yeah. Please. Get this?
Sir, as you are hotel management student, so
Yeah.
what all the opportunities are in wine career?
So yeah, nice question. Essentially in wine for you guys, I would say you can enroll yourself in WSET courses, which is a wine, spirits, education and trust, and then from there that's a very easy entry or understanding for a beginner in wine. and then from there you can of course become sommeliers, connoisseurs, maybe even take it to the next level by doing vintages across the world, and become a winemaker like me. And then if you have a lot of money, then you can open a winery and start selling wine. So yeah, there's abundance of opportunities in wine, and the best thing is that the way you understand wine is limited to you. So that's the beauty of wine, that it's so subjective that wine doesn't judge you and you don't judge wine. So that's the best part.
So for you, red wine or white wine?
Tricky question. I would have to go for reds. Yes.
Okay. So if you want to start a career in wine, so what salary package is there or ahead?
Yeah, no, I'll take you through the salary packages and of course the potential of what you can become in the future. Essentially, if you're getting into wine, you can expect anywhere around at a very junior level 2 to 3 lakhs per annum, and then that can grow into, as and when your wine knowledge increases and you learn more about wines, you travel around different wine regions. You can work in renowned hotel chains and work as wine buyer or a sommelier, or be the head of your beverage program at the hotel, and you can be at a very good position, earning up to 12 to 14 to 16 lakhs per annum. It all depends on, essentially your pay package depends on how much you want to learn and how much you can deliver, because wine knowledge will never finish. It keeps evolving, and the more you learn, the more you earn. So it's on you.
So as my core department is food and beverage, so the major part is a restaurant. So at Soma, do we have any restaurant?
Yeah, so we have a lovely, you can see the view, we have a lovely water body facing restaurant which is called Little Italy, which is newly launched. So most of the dishes, so this showcases finest Italian cuisine, and it's an all vegetarian restaurant, also vegan and non-GMO. So very interesting food, very delicate flavors. And this whole menu is designed to showcase Soma wines, and as you know, food and wine, of course, it's a very delicate thing, and comes with a lot of nuances. So this whole menu and this whole food, the whole ambience is all designed to showcase what Soma is about, what the kind of wines we make. So yeah, it only uplifts what we do and who we are. Yeah.
So we'll have a quick segment of wine pe charcha. So rapid question for you, sir.
Yeah.
Red wine or white wine?
Reds.
Oak barrel or steel barrels?
Oak.
Steel tank, sorry.
Steel tank. Oak.
Young wines or aged wine for you?
A mix of both, but more leaning towards aged.
Okay. Sweet or dry wine?
Dry. Have to be dry.
Harvest session or tasting session?
Harvest. True winemaker.
So myself Manav, and with my partner Abdullah. So we would like to thank you from our entire college, our management, our principal, sir. So we'll thank you so much, and Soma for having us over here.
Yeah.
So explain and brief about the vineyard, viniculture, the process, everything. So thank you so much from us.
You're welcome, guys. It was lovely having you guys. I hope this information is beneficial for you guys. I hope the younger generation grows the fraternity even more, and that's my best wishes with you guys. Cheers.